Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, I met with an old friend of mine yesterday who stopped by the studio. They wanted to see the studio. And he's very active in the law enforcement and veterans community. And we had a very good discussion relative to law enforcement. And I thought I would go ahead and post on my governor website a articulation of my position as it relates to law enforcement, as well as my evolution as I got there. But here it goes. First and foremost, I want to begin with where I am right now, today. I am 100% supportive of our law enforcement community from top to bottom. The job that they do in the environment that they do it today's world is extraordinary. And I know for a fact, and I'm going to get to my evolution, I know for a fact that unlike what the media says, law enforcement has been well trained, has always been well trained, and that we are blessed in the United States of America to have extraordinary law enforcement officers. That's just where I stand, top to bottom. I support law enforcement on every sub-issue, every subcategory. I support our law enforcement. It has been proven what happens to our society and our communities when we turn our backs on law enforcement. Now, let me share with you something that remains with me today. Although I am 1,000% supportive of law enforcement, any rational human being would know that every once in a while, a cop, to use the short version of law enforcement officer, is going to make a mistake. It's that simple. Or do something wrong. But you know what? When you compare law enforcement community to like the legal profession, I'm telling you right now that the legal profession is so much worse in the integrity department and the negligence department than law enforcement. So I'm somebody, and you've heard me say this over and over again, facts and circumstances matter. So I can be 1,000 supportive of law enforcement, but when a police officer makes a mistake, he needs to be held accountable just like anybody else. Now, when I practiced law, I took lawsuits against police officers who made those mistakes. And I can tell you right now, all those cases that I took, I can look at them with maybe a few exceptions. A few exceptions in hindsight, I could say, well, maybe that one should not have taken. But I can tell you this, 90% of them I would still to this day say, my goodness. For example, poor Michael Gottawa got shot in the back by a bicycle police officer through a window while he was driving away from an alleged false drinking alcohol by a minor in a parking lot. And he got shot in the back and killed. I mean, by the way, that case settled for a lot of money. So I just want everybody, and then there was an event that really shook me. And that was the Dallas police shooting with those Dallas police officers laying on the ground, shot dead, being shown on TV by those snipers. Wow. That just made me, just awful. So ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, do I think that there's times when police officers shouldn't do speed traps? Yes. They're doing it because their bosses tell them, though. Do I get upset with some law enforcement? Of course, don't we all? But the reality of it is, all in all, we need our law enforcement, and we need to support them. And as governor of Kentucky, they shall not have a better friend than yours truly. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a wonderful day.